The other day, I was driving to one of my clients' house, and I had someone else call me, and they were on the speaker, and they heard my GPS going, like, turn left. And they asked, like, hey, Mano, don't you know where you're going? And the question, I laughed. I'm like, I do know where I'm going. But sometimes, because I'm so busy with what I'm doing, I don't want to think. I just want to be told, okay, turn left here. And in some cases, of course, it's just a predetermined route, and I already know the route. But others, I'm coming from a new situation. I'm visiting a new client, and I have to get to a client that I've always been to. So I put the GPS on, so I don't have to think about it, right? But it reminded me of metaphor, really, of what I want you guys to be doing. I want you guys to turn your GPS on. I want you not to have to think about health and fitness. I want it to be second nature. And the only way it's second nature is if it's pre-planned, it's predetermined for you. If you've developed the habits, if you develop the skills, let's say the driving skills, then all you have to do is follow the pattern, follow the instruction, follow the route on the GPS. And the whole point of having a coach is to have a little bit of a GPS, a little bit of a guide to keep you on track. You know what you're doing. You still have to do the driving, but the coach is the one in your ear saying, turn left. Right? That's what the purpose of having a plan, having a route, and having a GPS kind of call that out to you is. I want you guys to have it second nature. I want you guys to know that, how to get your 10,000 steps or more, how to get your hydration, how to get your proper recovery, how to get your protein, make sure you're in the proper caloric balance, etc. So you want to make this second nature. And the only way you make it second nature is to build the skills and then put them in place and plan them and listen to the coach to guide you, keep you on track. But again, it should become second nature, just like making a left turn, making a right turn, stopping, braking, go, whatever it is. These are second nature skills at some point. That's why you can think about doing other things while you're driving. And that's the point that I want you to get to where it comes to your fitness and your health. I want it to be on autopilot of sorts. I want the GPS to be on. And all you have to do is go and move ahead. But it'll take some time, right? It'll take some skills, but in the end, you will get there. You just need to make sure that you're focusing on mastering the basics. And this is why I don't want you guys to get distracted with all the fancy stuff that might be out there and all the exciting stuff that you might see on your timelines. In the end, it's about doing the basics, being able to make a left turn, a right turn, to brake, and to accelerate. And then you'll get to your goal. Like, that's the skills that you need to get there. They seem so simple, but how often do you have to make a U-turn? How often do you have to parallel park? These are things that you will do from time to time, but they're not common all the time. They're not the basics that you need for driving. They're probably secondary or tertiary level skills. In the end, I want you to know what you're doing. I want you to go to where you need to get to. You have your goal in mind. I'm just going to remain, or your coach is just going to remain your GPS to keep you on track. And sometimes it might be somewhere you know where you're going, but just having the GPS helps you to keep accountable and helps you to keep the guide in the right direction so that you don't get distracted.